So many industries are being impacted by the corona pandemic. Meteorologist Robert Suhr explains how the virus may have started a chain reaction that could impact the weather community in a big way.
The coronavirus has created a new norm in the way we go about our day-to-day lives. And for many of us, that means staying indoors. And if we're staying indoors, that means we're not traveling, flying to be exact. For the last week of March, commercial air traffic was down 55% from the same period last year, meaning planes are just sitting on the ground. And that's a problem because the National Weather Service collects hundreds of millions of measurements from airplanes every year that are fed into the computer models meteorologists use in their forecasts.
One of the more reliable global models is the European model. Now, last year they did a study that showed a 15% drop-off in accuracy with every plane on Earth grounded. And currently, with about 50% of commercial flights on the ground, you can assume that model accuracy is down about 5 to 10%.
I reached out to NOAA, the governing body that oversees the National Weather Service, and they told me, quote, even though a decrease in this critical data will likely negatively impact forecast model skill, it does not necessarily translate into a reduction in forecast accuracy. Here at KX News, we use the models to bring you the most accurate and dependable forecasts we can. Here's meteorologist Dave Holder.
All models are based on mathematics. They're the equations of the atmosphere. And of course, with those equations, there's tons of variables embedded within those equations. Well, observations around the globe, when you start missing opportunities for observations across the globe, then it will impact the models.
Meteorologists can work around this inconvenience by using a host of other tools, such as satellite data, weather balloons, and radiosondes. But it could have a more severe impact on those weather apps on your phone, many of which rely solely on what's called numerical weather prediction.
Essentially, you're looking at straight output from a computer. Whereas what we do and the Weather Service does, we add a human element to it where we can recognize patterns. And so that comes into play when forecasting. In the long range in particular, you're always looking for patterns.
And while you may not see a big difference now, if the pandemic drags through the summer, it could have major implications on severe weather forecasting, as well as predicting where hurricanes may make landfall. Reporting in Bismarck for KX News, I'm meteorologist Robert Suhr.
Dave adds that meteorologists should be able to sort out what might seem out of place or not right with a model to better their forecasts. As the